afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda Hero, Strike Defender of the Fatherland. Off here to 1 vs 1 on Angerville, where in the south we got the 11th Armored Division moving towards German territory. Holding up here, is the Oberkommando West, the Germans, the 252nd Volksgrenadier Division, and we've got here Firestorm, Special Operations, and Scavenge Doctrine versus Mobile Assault, Vanguard, and Tactical Support here. Berets all across the line with 3 infantry bulletins for each. Kubelwagen Volksgrenadier start there for Charlie Tango versus CoH2 Italia Ergo. We'll just call him Ergo. With double sections there, cheese bagging out a bit here to try and sort of block off movement there. Still wish they'd get around to sorting that. Second section moving up there with the Lee Enfield rifles. Sturmpioneers catching the section out in the open though. Interesting enough, he's pushing hard down the eastern side here against the British player who will in theory be able to dig in pretty hard. Whereas, you know, there's a vast open territory in the west which is, you know, a lot easier for him to secure without too much resistance. But again, when it comes to Angerville, again, players tend to just sort of laser lock in on the eastern side there, even higher ranking ones, and then you tend to just forget about the entire western half of the map, usually meaning a sharper player can use the western there to cause a lot of problems in the east. We've got sandbags being laid down here, left and right, blocking off the door there with the sandbags, ever a cheesy trick as well. But there you go, make your push down these, there you go, catching the section right, it's about done with capturing the pump. Gold's got sandbags up there, meaning he's going to require a lot more resources to get them off the field. In this case, looks going to use the Kubelwagen to push them around there, allowing the Sturmpioneers to close in. Cheeky trick there, not one I'm a fan of, but considering how Italia Ergo there's just laying down a ton of cheese bags, I would say it's more than well earned. And of course, in this case, it forced the Volksgrenadiers to have to head to the other door, which does sort of cause them to have longer move times. We've got troops moving up behind here. We've got a third section out there for Italia, or Ergo, with this universal carrier on the way there, which was used for numerous purposes by the British, transporting troops, reconnaissance, and towing equipment. It was also used as a platform for different weapons, including light anti-tank guns, flamethrowers, and machine guns. I believe they actually mounted the 50 caliber on that thing, though Relic has seen fit to fit that with only the Vickers K as an additional upgrade, which I'm most thankful for. Fuel point there being secured by Sturmpioneers. Got a lot more Volksgrenadiers on the way here for Charlie Tango and to Volksgrenadier Division. And in the red display we get Firestorm Doctrine here from Charlie Tango. Firestorm, not very often seen here, though I do think it's a reasonably useful doctrine, and particularly it's a recall losses ability, which allows sort of, well, you know, soak up some of the losses more efficiently in the other armies by not getting, you know, Ostrom out, for example. That can sort of help you absorb loss a bit better, which can give you more fighting power in the longer run. Flamheads are sort of so and so, but well handled can be neat. And of course, flamethrowers for the Sturmpioneers tend to help them veterancy up a bit faster. Plus increases their firepower. I mean, it's just, in theory, you could just consider slightly different scavenge, since it tends to offer a lot of similar abilities. You know, you got scavenge, you got some kind of anti-infantry vehicle, you get some kind of, you know, stuff there for your men in case flamethrower grenades. Then you got an artillery call-in. The only difference is basically recall losses instead of another ability. I can't quite remember now. Well, actually, the Jaeger call-in, if you will. Section falling back there. Folks was there here, basically occupying the east side, preventing him from just easily moving up through there. Nice little blocking position there. Volksgrenadiers holding up here. You're probably seeing a battle group headquarters up there for Charlie Tango to then sort of heal and reinforce his troops with. But again, so far it's able to reasonably well pull off the eastern push here, securing the eastern compartment of the map. And all the... crap, hang on. Basically, right below the scroll button on this mouse I got there from Logitech, which by the way is always nice, there's a sensitivity button. And right there, basically managed to push it down to like the least sensitive mode at all there, so I might as well have been using a rock to, like, you know, scroll about with. Would have been about as effective. A bit heavier fighting here. Universal Care with section engaging Volksgrenadiers. Sniper on the way there for Ergo, who's managed to take up there. Bring up some of those sharpshooters. Mines going down there on the crossroads there. Good spot there. Usually the folks to keep the British occupied with them, so prepares for further fighting ahead there. Sandbags being ducked there. You can see here that Ergo is falling a bit back. Sniper arriving there. Volksgrenadiers moving up. Sturmpioneers moving up here, trying to flank in. No upgrade yet for the Universal Cab. There goes Sturmpioneers up with the Flamen there. We got the sniper moving up here from the south. The Sturmpioneers will probably be forced to retreat them pretty rapidly. Volksgrenadiers slowly advancing, occupied. There we go. Sniper fire. Battle group headquarters up there for Charlie Tango. and he's otherwise securing a large chunk of the map there over Ergo. Still an upgrade here, back here, there's nothing further going on there for Ergo. He could try and go for sappers, he could try and set up for the AC. You see the buff force, now they're bleeding up. We got a light infantry gun here from Charlie Tango. Interesting move considering there's not really been a lot of sort of heavy support weapon play there from Ergo. Though of course it can still be useful, but they tend to be more useful if your opponent goes for a lot of support weapons. Less effective if your opponent's a bit more mobile. Well, there you go, Kuban falling back sections. Universal coming in there. Oh dear, he might be baiting into the mine there. Universal carrier goes first, and oh no! Basically ends up in an awkward way timing it. So basically, one of the sections sets off, killing numerous men, and the Universal carrier. That was some rubbish luck there for Ergo. That was quite a blow there, causing him numerous men and blowing poor Tommy there to bits. That's going to hurt a bit. There we got the armored car that being prepared here for him, which is certainly, I think, giving a bit more options there for pushing back against Charlie Tango here with a bit of speed and panache. But certainly that hit right there with the mine was a huge swing there in favour of Charlie Tango at the moment. Just bring up the light infantry gun there to support the 252nd Fullscanner Division. Those Fullscanner divisions were formed out of shattered infantry divisions, either from Western or Eastern Front, or even the Italian Front. A few of them were formed out of sort of shadow divisions, but sort of divisions sort of not quite ready yet, but sort of just hanging about. They were sort of skeleton crews in a sense, sort of then quickly filled up with men. They were usually the divisions, or the Fullscanner divisions, that performed the worst. The ones with the sort of higher grade of veterans tended to perform the best, since they still had men there that could sort of help make up for the lack of training the Fullscanner divisions usually received. In some cases, they would have a few weeks of training, other cases not so much. We've got assault rifles up there. We've got section tank from the south there. Armoured car slowly on the way there for Ergo. We should allow him again to push back here against Charlie Tango, who is surprisingly light on anti-tank weapons. I mean, he's got no options here for Panther 6. He's got no Raketenwerfer. And he's got no options here for Puma here. So the AC there could do a lot of damage. So we've got an enemy fed on the way here. Full-scale jump out pushing forwards there. Quite an assault force there from Charlie Tango. Coolbug moving in here as well. Sniper falling back, certainly no intent of losing that one. Going for the fuel point here. Wants to at least slow down Charlie Tango from taking Fett too far and rushing out some kind of armor. That's certainly a good decision, I think, there by Ergo. Heavy armored car Enforcement ready. Going on, and there you go. We got the AC Mark III out. The Mark 1 had a 37mm gun. Mark 2 had a 50mm gun, and the Mark 3, well, with these 75mm guns. So there's a bit of growth there, if you will. I don't know how much they actually used the AC. I do know, of course, they used a lot of different armored cars, though. So a bit going on there, but there you go, fighting in the east. They've got section versus Lancing Fullscans without the cover bonus, though. The aren't perhaps quite still off. Fullscans managed to make it into cover, but still the section is pretty tough here in the east. Well, by the fuel point, then we got the light infantry gun blasting away in the west here. Armoured car pursuing here to go, knocking out the Kugelwagen. Interesting to note here, the AC on the mini-map is smaller than the Kugelwagen. I just realised that. That's quite strange. That should certainly help pressure a bit there. Charlie Tango can make some good flanks and can do some damage. He's actually going for Psych and Sniper there, Ergo. I'm not entirely sure if that's the greatest idea at the moment. He's better off saying going for some commandos one way or the other that way and trying to apply some pressure to Charlie Tango rather than another Sniper. I think that's a bit more risky. Need to pull back that Sniper there, Ergo, before he gets annihilated there by German machine gunners who are quite eager to wipe out any snipers. But definitely right now you should try and go up here if you got the fuel point, then you should try and sort of get behind Charlie Tango and sort of hit his position. For example, you can hit the battle group headquarters with the armoured car, could certainly pressure him a bit there. Force him to pull back from here, allowing him to control the victory point, maybe in the fuel point there again. But there he goes, using the armoured car more like a tank, attacking from the front, which is, I'd say, their strongest. Got incendiary armour pistol rounds, which do sort of struggle a bit there. The AC is thickly enough armour to help with that. Light infantry gun gets a good hit. Sniper nearby to support, other one waiting a bit of healing. End section there versus Fullscanner. Charlie Tango remaining in a reasonable position there versus Ergo and the 11th Armoured. Also here set up to salvage the Universal Carrier. No, apparently does not. Bit of a miss there. Could have given him both fuel and munitions, which could have then been used for, armour and mines. And so that's one thing to note here about Charlie Tango. He hasn't actually done a lot there to prepare the battlefield. He's got sort of a huge section there, so he could consider, you know, mines, sandbags, barbed wire, anything to make it harder for Ergo to attack with. But so far, there's not really been much there, which I do think is a bit of a possible strategic mistake there for Charlie Tango down the road. And can be what tends to do some players of this, you know, they get a good head start, but then for some reason they don't know how to dig in and prepare for the enemy. We got take up there for Charlie Tango. That's definitely going to be a spare punch to quarters, though, to be fair. He could have had that one out much sooner. Again, he had sort of a good start there, but again, I would say he has failed to sort of really capitalize against it, against Ergo with it. Fixing up the armored car, forcing against the section. Opening up there with the Enfield drive, hits a mine. There he goes, a press. Several losses suffered. Sniper still moving right here. I really think that sniper move is highly risky here by Ergo. And again, a part of me thinks, you know, commanders or something like that would have served him much better. Would like him to pressure Charlie Tango more aggressively and, you know, do some more damage. But Kedmev sneaking about there. That is for Ergo. We got nothing further going on. Charlie Tango, truck has arrived.
Prepare for combat. Mark 3, waiting for orders.
AC moving about halfway to Veteran 2-1. Need to be careful that, like Kedmev, if I get spotted and dealt with a nasty man, it could easily end up in Ergo's hands, which I think could be a bit up from there for Charlie Tango.
Ready to execute.
Moving up here, we got the AC spearheading again, supported by the snipers. They're trying to bleed out the MD-34. Incendiary Pierce runs to there, go, gaining Vetchi 2 for the machine gun crew. Got one gunner there. Veteran 2-1, opening up for critical shot. We got Fultz's flanking in there. Almost got it, almost got it. Bit riskier though, with down to 2 men, he actually still allows. I mean, in theory, the snipers could have wiped the entire machine gun crew right there with one volley. I mean, statistically not high, but still possible. Fuel catch up here. That's a good move by Ergo, perhaps realizing he needs something to push a fuel advantage against Charlie Tango, at least minimize the edge that Charlie Tango has over him. In fact, Charlie Tango could soon go for the Panther 4, or even try and aim for the Panther here. Whereas Charlie Tango is yet to take up himself. So in that regard, I mean, Charlie Tango does possess a fuel advantage over Ergo here. In the north here, points being grabbed. We got Sappers engaging some Sturm Pioneer. Overall, I think Ergo needs to stop trying to break for here. He needs to stop trying to flank about, hit from here, or for here, try to catch Charlie Tango off guard rather than just attacking time and time again through there, which again tends to be a bit of a weaker proposition the more you do it. It's that thing about diminishing returns. Sturm has been pulled back here by the armored car. Again, never moving out. Troops are reinforcing, healing. Getting a fire there, misses. Healing going on. Second push back here by the Volksgunners. Their Sturmgewehrs ringing out. Yeah, so they got take up here for Ergo. Volks taking a few losses there, being attacked from several sides. Still no doctrine from Ergo. Sniper fire there, though, quickly thins out the Volksgrenadiers. Sturmpanzer moving out there. Not good, not good. Taking quite a few hits there and close to losing the entire Sturm Pioneer squad. That's not the best play there versus opponent who has double snipers, and Charlie Tango should have known that. I'm not entirely sure what possessed him to send them in like that. That was definitely a very poorly conceived move there. And definitely, I think, fit Ergo some free, easy kills. We got here section right into the MD-34. Vetchi 2, they're quickly suppressing. They should be able to pin them down rapidly here. We got no grenades from Ergo, which means he's not really achieving anything there. Again, I don't know what's possessing him to throw against, the machine gun there. Panther 4 on the way for Charlie Tango. Good work there, whereas Ergo is quite a bit behind him. Again, the fuel cache does help. And now we got a mortar placement up here. It's at his own base. Which again, considering a bit the size of the map, they could work pressure from here. I mean, Charlie Tango hasn't really been interested in sort of pushing the west very hard, which I do think is sort of another strategic area there by Charlie Tango. And he's very interested in defending, but he's not really interested in making a big push. And again, the problem is when he does make push, it's just basically one squad to get torn apart here by the double snipers. He's not, pushing in a lot there. He's going to need the Panther 4 supported by infantry. And that, of course, exposes another weakness here for Ergo, which is he doesn't have a lot of anti-tank at the moment. He's got the 2 snipers and the armored car. That's all he's really got here at the moment to, halt the Panther 4 as it hits. It does, in fact, hit right now there for Charlie Tango. And the 252nd Volksgrenadier Division we got here trying to go for the fuel pump, hold here by the Schwerpanzer quarters. Charlie Tango might want to consider some orbital dart, and afterwards we got MG-34 in the section suppressing them. Panther 4 rolling ahead. Come on, Otto, hits those Tommies. Scheiße, Otto, I said it hits them, not miss them. Kills them all. I want them dead. Forces advancing there. Until Officer Ludwig pushes his men forwards, pushing back the snipers. Got a section over here in a bit of trouble. Corporal Jones ordering the men to get the devil out of there before the Huns put them 5 feet under. Light infantry gun there blasting away. Veterans, 1, but only 2 kills here. Officer done some damage, but that's allowed it. Bit more aggressive pressure towards the west there, but still not really any big moves there from Charlie Tango. All the way though, he's got a Panther 4 here sent in from a nearby Panther Division. Guessing the 21st. Session pushed back here by Fult's Grenadiers. We got more Sturmpanzers here for Charlie Tango to replace the ones he'd rather throw away there to the snipers. Got Betty 2 there, by the way. And we got the mortar inflation there getting bombarded by German light infantry guns, like this Infanteriegeschütz.
HQ is under attack.
Heavy losses there to the sappers as they've been caught there. Ends up raising armor cutting out section. Snipers got the Panther moving down the main road. They need to be careful. Charlie Tango, but at the same time Ergo as well there. That could easily go sour for either player. But it's time here for the mid-game analysis. In terms of damage, Ergo's behind. Kills-wise, he's still ahead there of Charlie Tango. Again, the snipers have given a bit of room there versus Charlie Tango again, who's, I would say, played his infantry perhaps not the most wisest against them at times. Again, he could have easily been more aggressive, he could try to maneuver, but instead he's been presenting his men there as reasonably easy targets for Ergo there. So that's something there Charlie Tango, I think, should consider. Army value-wise, bit of edge to the head there thanks to the Panther 4, but others been reasonably close. Resource float-wise, been floating a bit more, again, bit dangerous, then again, points out, though, again, he's been sort of more comfortable in control, but again, he's perhaps been a bit too comfortable, again, just holding the 2 points here, and hasn't really done much, pressure Ergo in the west. So again, that actually allows Ergo to catch up with Charlie Tango, and particularly with the fuel cache. So I mean, Charlie Tango, I think, again, is getting too defensive. He needs to get more aggressive. He needs to sort of get, boldly aggressive, intelligently aggressive. Of course, not just bash in, but, try to make some large maneuvers, try to attack through here, go through there, and then swing up behind the opponent, for example. Or perhaps just try and break through and do the same thing. He needs to be careful, though, about just, insensible head-on attack through very small, points there time and time again, where there's just snipers waiting for him easily. I mean, try to spice things up. They try to, make some more out of the movements. Perhaps some orbital dart, I think there would be a good choice as well for Charlie Tango. And in theory, again, he could try and aim for a Panther. Again, there's not so much use for it at the moment. But again, in theory, it could add some pressure there to Ergo mentally. I mean, some players do struggle a bit with them. And again, with the Panther 4, I mean, it could be a pretty solid combo, but certainly prevent Ergo from making much use of any armor. But otherwise, mines. He needs to lay down mines, get out some orbital and begin laying down booby traps. Again, there's this sense of Charlie Tango, again, it's just getting too comfortable. And again, people get too comfortable tend to get a bit, rubbish defending. So, I mean, that's certainly also room there for Ergo. As for Ergo, he needs to get out some tanks soon. I mean, a Cromwell here would initially help a bit versus the Panther 4. He could lay down the road, get for Fireflies. By the way, going for a mobile assault, which does give him something there. A few flamethrowers for the sappers if he gets more. Also, you could consider bolted sections just to help with that after he's gotten the tank out, obviously. But actually, a few commanders, maybe use some advanced cover combat to boost his infantry section's firepower. To do more damage to Charlie Tango here and there could also help him. But otherwise, Bren guns would be a really good choice as well. I mean, there's really a lot there that Ergo could be doing here against his opponent. But otherwise, less attacking through again. He just kept doing it again that allows Charlie Tango to more easily defend. He should try and attack from more angles. He should try and attack through here. Or more importantly, through here again. There's, attack from different angles. Don't just get, concerned with attacking through there again. Even attack through here or through here. I mean, there's a lot of attack paths that Ergo can take. But again, he's not so concerned with that. And it is making it easier for Charlie Tango to defend. So again, that's definitely something I think Ergo should look into changing a bit. But let's return to the fight and see what happens. Section out in the open, taking fire there, being pushed back.
The enemy are trying to overrun our HQ.
Panther 4, they're going straight for the Morton placement. 6-pounder gun, they're ready. Shot fired, penetrate the Panther 4 easily. Can soon go for the Cromwell. Victory point then, or not victory point, just a point being taken there. Panther 4 falling back. AC pushing in for a bit of extra damage. Shot bounced at the Panther 4 on the other hand, just straight up missed the AC there. Troops reinforcing, healing. Morton placement has been taken out. That's definitely been there for Charlie Tango. Relieves some pressure off his shoulders. You could in theory go for the flam heads. The problem is there's not really a lot I think that would really necessitate a flam heads at the moment there for Charlie Tango. So that would just end up being a bit of a waste of resources. Kind of second line to come. We got more mines there again. Mining the same spot can prove to be quite fruitful as some players just keep moving in troops there, even if they hit mines there before.
Enemy causing trouble.
So
trying to take
nice setup there by Ergo. Troops going there for the fuel. Snipers can actually move up there and wipe them right now, but looks like Ergo's not quite paying attention. We've got artillery called in here on the machine gun position. That's definitely a nice move there, and looks like Charlie Tango isn't quite realising. So there we go. Double 25-pounder gun barracks there against the MG-34. Lands nicely there. MG-34 then now gets out. That should deny the house, and that's a point of defence. AC moving up, not the snipers there against the double full scope. Then he could have easily gotten a wipe there, so I think that's a bit of a missed opportunity there by Ergo. Meanwhile, here in this east, we got Sexton pushing up, but probably here by the Panther 4, which, with them bunched up like that, are pretty easy targets for the Panther 4. I mean, one good hit, then that could have been 2 squads wipe, which would have been pretty devastating for Ergo, to put it mildly. But there Ergo is going for the Cromwell tank there. Need to be careful there with the Pulse Grenadiers. Ergo, you're taking needless hits there from the assault rifles and the Kar 98Ks. Snipers are joining in. There you go, bleeding them out. We got a Kedmeth creeping up. Cromwell almost down there for Ergo. And the 11th Armoured. 252nd Pulse Division continues its defensive actions. Of course, now with more artillery. As for those curious about the Volkskunde divisions, I would recommend the book Victory Was Beyond Their Grasp. A very good book, I think. Tells you a lot about them. And generally one of the few books on Volkskunde divisions. It follows a specific one, but you generally sort of get a good idea about most of them for reading it. So, a small good suggestion there. Trying here to get the Panther 4 with the smoke and flanking there. Lost the sniper though, but he might be able to get the Panther 4 hit. Close in there, go, got the Cromwell out. Almost got the Panther 4. Pull it back. Ah, he remains within the arc of 5, the anti-tank gun. Pretty risky. Cromwell goes in. They almost got the Panther 4. The Kedmeth over there. Ah, gets a hit. No, it misses at point blank. Jürgen hit properly, for heaven's sake. Cromwell going after the Panther 4 right there. Charlie Tango, I think, extend his Panther 4 a bit. Perhaps got so confident. There you go. Ergo was able to capitalise on that with his Cromwell and knocked out Charlie Tango's Panther 4, though he's not too far off from a Panther, at which point he might be able to bounce back against that. That was definitely not so well placed there by Charlie Tango. Again, there's a feeling here of just overconfidence. And we got a land mattress out here. No commanders, instead just rocket artillery here for Ergo. Which at this point I think is a bit of a mistake there. It's fully fueled and right now he needs to bring up more armour as fast as possible. Not less armour. Of course, while his opponent is a bit dug in, I wouldn't say that necessitates a land mattress at the moment. But again, Charlie Tango pretty close to the Panther, to the Panther Kampfwagen 5. Being fixed up. There you go. Got land matches there. Barrett probably just try and silence here the light infantry guns. Doing a bit of damage there, but not necessarily the most effective there. He should have probably gone for the white phosphorus barrage, but oh well. Still actually getting some wipes there on one of the light infantry guns, silencing it. Other one also takes a bit of a hit there, so that's quite a few kills actually in the end for the land matches. 5 kills. Silenced one of the artillery pieces there of Charlie Tango.
The enemy are determined,
And the 252nd Volkskunde Division. And there we go, Panther being sent in to support here the division in its defence. Second suppressed here, but in our vets and the MG-34, we got the Crom moving up there, firing its 75mm gun. Light infantry gun recruitment again, with only one Raketen there, and that's in the west now. Again, an east of the assault here will work much better there for Ergo, so nice realisation there, perhaps. Either way, push back the MG-34, light infantry guns exposed, could wipe them, possibly destroy them. Bit of fighting in the west. Ergo seems a bit more bolder, but still needs to pressure. Then again, I think it really should consider some infiltration commanders just to add some more pressure that way. Got one light infantry gun, he can wreck it there, he can wreck it, attack it, destroy it. Ergo, oh, never mind. But he's soon going to be a bit of trouble there with the Panther rhyming. There we go, Kedmeth hits, good hit there on the Cromwell. Veterans with 7 kills. Fox is moving up, sappers, for some reason charging forward with the minesweeper, that's not the brightest of ideas. Cromwell shoots, misses, has to pull back, section there, grab the centre victory point. Reinforcement, land match is almost good to go, and there we go, we've got a Panther out here for Charlie Tango and the 252nd, sent in from the 21st Panther Division as well. So Panther 4 was blown up and Panther was redirected. from the 3rd Company. Not entirely sure what he's trying to shoot at there, possibly just trying to wreck the house of cats community. He's expecting to hide around the building there, perhaps like Kednev, but that's probably all put back there. Panther moving in. Fires away with cracks machine gun and main gun. Moving up, that's engaging the section. Cromwell being repaired. Need to retreat the section there before it's knocked out. We got more capturing there in the west. Victory points wise though. Charlie Tango's got quite a lead there with Ergo, so that's something he needs to be careful with. Not a fire there, Vetchi too close to Vetchi fleet. Cromwell almost good to go. We got another 6-pounder gun there. Having seen the Panther, he obviously brings up more into attack. Got a land mattress barracks there off as well. Trying to wipe the full gun to catch something else there. In this case though, not the most well-directed barracks, ultimately not hitting too much there this time around. Charlie Tango, though, is overall still primarily very defensive in mind. Again, he's not really making any big moves into the west. Again, he's allowing Ergo there to have a lot of free ground, essentially, for a lot of free resources, without really having to pay in blood and manpower to defend them, which again is actually a boon there for Ergo. Second there taking losses. Kron moves ahead again, engine sputtering a bit. There goes straight into the Panther though. 6-pounder gun not quite set up. There's nobody to retreat. But there you go, critical shot down the Panther, jams the turret ring. Bad news there for the Panther, need to pull that one back. Get us out of here, Fritz, before this turns into target practice for us as a target. There you go, Panther pulling back, so needs a few repairs there. Still no bigger movements in the west. Some orbital gun here would be good, I think, for Charlie Tango. And he's got a lot of munitions. He could consider equal losses. Or maybe a rocket barrage here and there to sort of, you know, deliver damage to Ergo and the 11th Armored. Fox is digging in there, finding some sandbags going up, but still not a lot of mines. Ergo still, by the way, hasn't considered upgrading his men with Bren guns either. So there's obviously some room for improvement there as well. And at the moment, munitions expenditure does seem to be one of the weaker spots of many players, not able to use it very efficiently. Use of course their scouts to spot a hit there for the rocket barrage from the Stukas of Fuss. Which for all intents and purposes, by the way, just fired really big needle there for rockets. There you go, got the Panther moving in, shoots, there we go. Cromwell could be a lot of problem there unless the 6-pounder gun set up to get off enough damage on the Panther to push it back. Shot bounced. Got the Cromwell penetrating it for the 6-pounder gun. Oh dear, a lot of penetration there, but Panther pulling back. Still got the Cromwell, and we got a Flamheads out here in a surprise move there from Charlie Tango. Flamheads, I think, were only really used to doing Operation Nordwind, or North Wind, which was a follow-up operation to the assault in the Ardennes, meant to, you know, take advantage of the fact the Allies were pulling everything towards the Ardennes to attack through the Alsace-Lorraine region, through the, well, Maginot Line there, which is what the Flameheads were meant to sort of deal with, the bunkers. And part of it would have included the 21st Panther Division and several Volkskunde divisions. Not entirely sure what he's rushing in his Flamheads here. I think Charlie Tango's getting a bit overconfident here in a strange way. Need to pull back the Flamheads. It's not a Panther. He's using it to spot ahead to call in artillery. That's pretty senseless. I have no idea here what Charlie Tango is thinking, but a part of me is thinking, again, he's getting really overconfident again with the Panther and the likes there, and it's causing him to make some pretty bad decisions, actually. Panther is going to need some repairs. Panther Model A, which you can tell in part due to the fact that it has a driver slit down the front. The Model G, which was the last model of Panther, had no vision slit there, by the way. Also difference in the, well, exhaust pipes plus the mat that was slightly different. MD-34 there, white veteran before, by a bit of loss there for Charlie Tango. He's beginning to suffer a bit more though. Land matches almost ready to go again. 6-pounder guns trying to support here the second Cromwell, and part of me again really thinks you consider some commanders, at least get out some bloody Bren guns, or maybe just use advanced cover combat. You know, it's handy ability most people just tend to neglect here. Panther fast the Cromwell, men being crushed, the Kednev for setting up. And he's losing the west there because he's not reacting to the one squad there from Charlie Tango sort of harassing, causing problems. Panther fixed up, good to go again.
Ready to shoot. Ticking over and ready.
And recently I saw apparently someone claim, can't remember quite well, not on the forum, so basically that the Panther was actually meant to be an intermediate solution for the Panther 2, which is basically meant to be more heavily armoured with a bigger gun. Not entirely sure of that though, the Panther 2 was rapidly scrapped as a concept. I think there was still one chassis for it, the Americans scrapped, and then stuck a Panther G turret on. Flamhead's number 2 out there for Charlie Tango, who's looked like he's preparing for an assault here. The flamethrower headset. Section are taking losses. Cromwell moving ahead, needs a 6-pounder gun support. We've got the sniper there covering veteran fleet. Turret ring jammed here. Flamheads like heading over there all around. 6-pounder guns moving up here. Flamheads needs to be careful. Penetrating hit there. 60mm of slope down by the way on the headset. Almost knocked out. They need to get away. Too slow there. Too slow. Flamheads are kaput.
Heavy armor has been lost.
Second flamheads. That is a bit bad there in the west. We've got points being grabbed. Panther moving ahead. Oh dear, Panther there. Oh, Charlie Tango, get it out of there. Bouncing quite a few shots though. We shouldn't be counting on that forever. Mentioned D2 there. Pull back the Panther, Charlie Tango. Schnell, land matches firing here. Right at the end, U-34, regular barrage, no white phosphorus. Not the most well-directed barrage in the west, though he's managed to push back the Fult's going to do there. Small victory there for Ergo. In the 11th Armoured.
Crew trained and ready to go.
He's called in a second land mattress. That's definitely not a choice I'd make. Panther they're being fixed up. Veterans who won there. Definitely one of the more awkward fights recently, but wasn't able to get anything good for today, sadly. So my apologies there. Occasionally, I mean, if the fight doesn't seem that great, it's not because just decided, oh hey, this looks amazing. It's just more like, well, I can work with this in a sense. Occasionally, I mean, some days there's just nothing good, and the archive's a bit empty as well for anything sort of good back then. So again, I know this might not be the most top-notch fight, but I still think it had some elements going here and there, and something to educationally use here. We got Fultz moving up against the section. Rockets flying all over the place. John Pioneer's advancing. Sniper here with 31 kills. Cromwell needs to get moving here, I think. Panther hanging back. Cromwell moving up. Needs to get the 6-pounder gun supporting it. There's the Panther that decides to move in. Unit wipe though. That's a bit of loss there for Charlie Tango. Kedmev there and the Cromwell. More Sturm Pioneers. The Kedmev being shot to bits. 6-pounder gun moving up.
Our gun crew has been
Lost that Kedmev. That's going to hurt Charlie Tango there a bit. Fox is shouting forwards. Panther moving ahead as well there. Straight into a 6-pounder gun. Vetchy 2 by the way. Land matches barrage here from Ergo. Almost got the 6-pounder gun there. Almost. Fixing up the Cromwell there.
We've lost an anti-tank gun.
Panther moves ahead here. We've still got one anti-tank. We've got the sniper. We've got the Cromwell here. We've got an artillery strike called in. Panther taking a lot of damage here. He's not blitzing in at least. Oh, he crushed the sniper.
Squad knocked out.
Well, he's losing a lot of equipment here by the looks of it. Fulska's almost wiped. Panther needs to blitz out of there. Blitz, Charlie Tango. Blitz. Oh, he hits a mine. The Panther hits a mine. And with that, he actually leaves it. Charlie Tango's spirit broken. Hubris undid him in this fight. Punishing him for basically, well, being overconfident. That's really something you have to look out for in terms of just final stats there. I mean, he managed to kill up there, but still, overall, Ergo just did a lot more damage. Of course, again, overall, Charlie Tango was just too defensive. It's just, by the end, just sitting targets, which again allowed Ergo to rack up the kills. I mean, remember, if you actually got, one half of the map, try pushing for the rest. I mean, unless you're really behind, you don't want to play defensive. The problem was, Charlie Tango made the great strategic error of deciding, oh, right, I'm in a good position, I'll just sit back. No, if you're in a great position, you try to solidify it further by denying your opponent resources and victory points. Charlie Tango did not do that. That was a great mistake there, I would say, and overall allowed, Ergo there to sort of get back in the fight and turn things around there, despite, barely holding any map control. But by the end there, Charlie Tango was spiritually or mentally just broken again because he just suffered so much then, though quite frankly senseless assaults there, which again could be taken use resource just to grab the other half of the map, force Ergo to attack him there, and then sort of beat him using even more larger territory to defend, but also maneuvering. So that was basically the problem. He was too concerned with just attacking here instead of just grabbing the rest of the map. And again, it's sort of one of the funny things about Angle. Some players just get completely caught up here in the western, ignore the western half of the map there. And again, had he been more focused there as well, he probably could have done a lot better versus Ergo, who, I would say also made a bunch of mistakes. He could have played a bit more sharply here and there, more flanking himself, also too concerned there, but overall, he played still more sharply, and due to having a bit awkward position there, didn't get overconfident and make a bunch of grave strategic missed decisions. So yeah, there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match, and hope you in this case learned something from it, because this is probably more about learning, teaching you, what to do and what not to do, which is also sometimes what do you the more awkward fights. It's more, to teach you valuable lessons on how to improve your own gameplay. So if you did, subscribe, like, share, and of course comment on it. Feel free to then replay that, of course, do provide links to where on the leaderboards, details, and so on. Mental bar away is 30 minutes. Top is around 60 minutes. I can sort of make allowances if it's really, really good, but that's more I make, not so much a decision you get to make if that's transient, but there's no guarantees there. So thank you all for joining me in here for today, and hope you enjoyed it. Again, hope to see you tomorrow for another exciting episode. This is Imperial Dane signing off. Cheers.